Okay, so the astrology season of the immersion happens in the early springtime, late January to late March. And in this 8 weeks, we are not gonna teach you how to be an astrologer. That takes years and years and years. But what we want to do is familiarize you with the archetypes of the planets and the signs so that you can start to recognize their presence in your own mind, within your own psyche. And the focus of this season is what I call internal family solar systems. And this is the integration of internal family systems approach to psychotherapy. This is parts work. The idea that your psyche, just like your body, is one whole thing composed of many parts. So just like my body is one organism that has a heart and a liver and bones and muscles and all that, but it's one whole thing, so is your psyche. And when we introduce the astrology into it, your mind, one organism composed of a Mars part and a Saturn part and a Sun part and a Moon part. And we don't want to get rid of any of these. These are all good parts that are trying to help you. And just like I wouldn't want to integrate my heart and my liver, that would get messy. We don't want to integrate your Saturn and your Sun part, but we want them to be in conversation. We want them to be exchanging information so that when you're faced with a decision, you can hear, okay, my Mars part is yelling really loudly that we have to do this to protect ourselves. But my Moon part is really sincere that we want to be connected and it's worth taking a risk in service of love, right? And so neither one is right or wrong necessarily, but you want to collect all the information available to you in order to make the best decision possible and move forward in your life in a good way. So this is the skill set that we'll be practicing in the astrology season, is to learn to disentangle these different voices in our minds and correlate the different characters with the different planets as they move through our chart and your particular chart and the chart for the planet at that given moment, and develop personal relationships with these planetary archetypes as they exist within your own life. And from that place, you can start to recognize them in others. And this gives a whole other flavor to how you relate with the world, how you relate with yourself, and allows for a great deal of calm, compassion, and courage to be your truest self. So yeah, that's what we do in the astrology season.